We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Get it! They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 31 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You talk about this Titan defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Stroud now on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up 50 here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Henry again on 2nd down. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And some room to work. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 14-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. He'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake. Wheeler. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Going for it with Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's George. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Hey, check that, 3.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Pack the street. Pack the street. Ready.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the option. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 58 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Wheeler. He'll get that complete to Dow. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Here's Henry. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
18 Rattler.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. He's going to go up top again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Rocco switch. Go.
They'll run it again with Henry to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Henry. Muscles him off. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. A toss left, Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down, Wheeler.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry.
To about the 26 here.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Back to throw. Wheeler.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down, here's Pierce. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, Reed, go!
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Fairbairn as a kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Henry again on 2nd down. And Henry going to have a Titans 1st down as they get this up past the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for the Titans. 1st down.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Wheeler.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Go!
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Down to the 22-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Let's go now.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Ready.
Stroud.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Ready.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Texans 28, Titans 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. And now here's another interception. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
To about the 35, second down.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud sets up the play action. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Houston.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Stroud now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down. Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Wheeler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Get it! Chop 60! Chop 60! Ready?
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate.